Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. As you can see, we've already started here. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And it's Hakimi. Can he latch on to this? Alessandro Costacurta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it be.
Yeah, it's interesting because he's still become considered one of the greatest defenders of his time. How's that?
Well, it's characteristics like leadership, his class, his tenacity. He's nigh on perfect reading of the game and all done with immaculate discipline.
Now it's Gullit, and he's worked it through. That's been cut out, well played. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Gullit. Always onto this. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Bastoni bops him off it and wins back the ball. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. And that could set him on his way. He could be in here. He's had a shot! Goal! Bayer Leverkusen! And it's Bayer Leverkusen who take the lead. That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Madrid finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Now it's Mbappe. Bastoni with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Well, that pass isn't the best. He's had a shot! The crowd reaction tells you just how close that was.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
Now it's Perez.
That's going in strongly.
Nicely shaped ball. Chips it through. Just the goalkeeper to beat. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Nicely weighted ball. And the through ball. That is good alertness. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. That is a crunching tackle. Bayer Leverkusen with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Bastoni cuts it out. Now it's Batistuta. Lovely pass, but can't... Van der Vaart.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And this is Batistuta.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Can he get it through? And this is Gullit. Gullit was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Batistuta. Looking for the run. Well read, nice interception.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty...
Great chance! it's in! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Batistuta really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
And now he has two. Bayer Leverkusen are... And Batistuta! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Batistuta really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
This is their second corner of the game. Terrific header! Now, can they get him away? That has ended up in no man's land. And it's Conte.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Bayer Leverkusen clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Not the most accurate pass. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Shevchenko. Looking to play him in. Looking for options for movement. Played back in. Hullet. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? And no, that was never going to make it. And the shot! Wilshere. Van der Vaart. Now it's Mbappe. That looks a cracking ball. And Messi! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Now it's Perez. Aimed beyond the defence. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Messi. Pass somewhat off target. And this is Hullet. Great ball, and Batistuta! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Bayer Leverkusen find a position of real strength now. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Oh, it's come loose. Can he finish? It's a loose ball. Oh, what has happened here? And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
En el marcador se podrá ver a continuación un resumen con las mejores jugadas del primer tiempo.
And we're underway again. Madrid didn't have a great first half. They need a change of fortune. Threads one in. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. No way through there. And that is exemplary defending.
Well, what can you say about that? Just about everything was stacked against him, and he still came through.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Spread it left. Now it's Shevchenko. Nice looking ball. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And it's hoisted clear.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
He's found a way through. And it's been played through, but takes a shot! And it's in! Yet another goal in an awesome performance! They are in complete charge!
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
He's got 4. That is a Shevchenko! And that has faded wide.
He'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal
Madrid
10,
choosing to make the first change.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Hakimi makes the interception. Mbappe! Mbappe! Sticks it away! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Marcó en el minuto 56 el dorsal 11.
They're still trying to make a game of this. And we're not going to make any further progress now.
Adams calmly anticipates. Bastoni kept his eye on it, and he's there. Conte is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really in.
He's having a shot! He scored! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
So is this... Can he finish? Oh, split-second reaction.
Batistuta clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Beckham standing over it.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Nicely aimed pass. Back into the middle. Looking for a runner. And that has not gone well. Madrid perhaps contemplating their next change here. Referee's given a throw. And he's managed to gift it back. He's shifting through the gears here. Always. There's the shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Mbappe really should be making an apology. That longer range pass gave him a golden chance then.
Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. Real chance! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Mbappe clearly feels he did everything right there. He really wasn't that far away.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Wilshere será reemplazado por el dorsal 22. Cambio de jugadores.
He's a sharp little ball here, and he welcomes and hit! And reclaimed it in a trice. Now it's Mbappe. Can he get on the end of this? It is a corner. Keeper has taken decisive action. Bayer Leverkusen are looking to go forward now. He's picked his way through. He's found a way. Nedved! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Nedved just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Pinches it off him. Played out to the right. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Van der Vaart. Tries to pass it through. Well, that looks a decent ball. Adams kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Conte. To Danielson. And that could set him on his way. And that's a good ball. Goes for a shot! He should have put that one away.
Stoichkov is fully aware of how important that could have been. Probably game, set and match.
Bayer Leverkusen get their fourth corner. Pings in across. Oh, what a climb! It's Totti! Francesco Totti is a genius! A finish right from the top draw! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going...
And he's decided to go for it. And the goalkeeper watches it past.
Well, the defence are in a good position to get behind the ball and let them just try from range.
Stoichkov chasing after it. Bastoni cuts out the pass. Knocks it into space. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, super ball. Stoichkov! And somehow he kept it out.
Bayer Leverkusen really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
They're up to 5 corners now. Crosses it in, climbs up big! And the keeper couldn't hold it. No mistake! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
He's on it, can he get away? Danielson, and he's managed to get free. Shapes to shoot! Ambitious ball here. And he was quick to react. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Well, nicely intercepted. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Serginho unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Tries to play it through. Costa Curta gets over and intercepts. Totti.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Stoichkov showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. No, that's been intercepted. Tries to thread one through. Oh, that's a key interception. Long ball by the goalkeeper. That has been cut short. Great vision. Now there's a fine... And the finish! He has done it! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Madrid have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only one outcome. Your final thoughts, Jim? So here we go, yet another page in this long rivalry that has existed between two grand teams. One that looks as though it will continue no matter what else happens, no matter what the hand of fate deals both of these parties. It has the look of a glitzy, grandiose occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So the gloves are off, Jim.
Well, it's certainly going to be huge, Peter. The demands...
And a chance! It's in!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
How very smart. He just got it right.
Pele really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Conte tries to play it through. Hazard has it in a wide position. Looking to go deep. He's got tall. Van der Vaart. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. And this is Pele. Looking for option. And the shot! Oh, it's hit the post. Oh, he's been caught napping. Van der Vaart. Aimed beyond the defence. Spread neatly. Big header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Tries to pass it through. Messi! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
He slings chance! He's scored! And they're at it again in double quick time. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Barcelona are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Little pass back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
It's come through and he's had a quick look. He gets big! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And now they can spring out of defence. Look, it's Asa! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's their second corner of the game. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Can he finish? Oh, the ball's come loose here. Koundé's cross.
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Can he get on the end of this? Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Messi wins the duel this time. There's a sharp little ball here. Now it's Pele. Pele! Well, now it's a race for the ball. No, again there's no way through. Knocks it into space. Ferdinand makes the interception. Now it's Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's well spotted. Throw in. Hernandez. Barcelona upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back.
Great chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Lamine Yamal is offering a wry smile there.
So, third corner of the game. Madrid are looking to go forward now. A header! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Barcelona find a position of real strength now. And he's there to retrieve it.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Now it's Yamal. Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, he's found support out wide. He scores! Looks offside, I think. Yep, the flag is up.
Well, obviously some sections of the crowd would disagree, but that was the right decision, albeit a late one.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Can he get it through? Can he get onto this? Ferdinand. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
Vamos perdiendo, pero aún queda mucho partido. Podemos remontar, ya lo creo que sí. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Madrid didn't have a great first half. They need a change of fortune. And he's managed to get free.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Great ball if he can get there. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, it's come off the upright. And they win it back again. And it's Vieira. Great defending, strong and determined. That looks a cracking ball. Van der Vaart tries a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Hernandez. Ferdinand gets good distance on it. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Hakimi. There's the header! And he's there to belt it away. That's an excellent interception. Conte. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Messi. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. And Neuer pulls off a sensational save! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And here's Mbappe, delivers the ball. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Goes for a shot! He has done it! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 3.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury-related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Barcelona are having a ball here. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well, that's clear-cut, it's a free kick. Now, can they get him away? That's been slipped through. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Vieira. Looking for the run. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And he's in on goal. And it's Conte. Madrid are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Into the last quarter of an hour. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Mbappe! Rafinha. Hernandez. He's found a way through. There's the shot! Mbappe. Van der Vaart. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. He's picked his way through. Played in. Shot, surely! And he's missed it.
Barcelona certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Barcelona finding their passes. He has slightly undercooked that one.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. And looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge. Ronaldo ready to try one. Looking to widen the gap even further here. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, fantastic from Ronaldo! About as smooth as it gets. And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at. Oh, that is a bit special.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Barcelona are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Chance! He's got a goal!
Yeah, the keeper was thinking about his angles, and Loft just took him out of the equation. Elementary.
Madrid have a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation. Guardiola cuts it out. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. It's made its way to him. It gets his head on it! And it's in! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. 4 added minutes on the board. Oh, some tackle that. And that may well be that. That is that. Madrid have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only one outcome. And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So, it is time to let them at it.
Well, it's certainly going to be huge, Peter. The demands, both physical and mental, on these players out there will be massive, and there's going to be a big responsibility on both captains to keep the players in check. We need talkers to ensure that everyone plays the game, and not this occasion.
We have already started here. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Barcelona have got it back and they'll have another go. Yamal receives it in a good position here. Somewhat off target. Well, Jim, Tony Adams, of course, is the absolute colossus in defence, isn't he?
Absolutely, and we all know about his defensive prowess and his leadership, but I think a lot of people overlook his versatility and his adaptability.
What do you mean by that?
Well, it's the way he's developed a more expansive front-footed game over the years. That's highly impressive.
And this is Pele.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Pele. He's a shot at goal! Has another go! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front! Pele at his razor-sharp best there.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Conte. Lobbed in behind. Guardiola gets over and intercepts. Time and again they are repelled. Now it's Yamal. Yamal! Now it's Hazard. Hazard with the big header! And the header is disappointing in the end.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Played out to the right. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. Barcelona finding their passes. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Guardiola spots it and intercepts.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. It's Pele! No, he's missed it.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
That pass has been well intercepted. That is ended up in no man's land. Adams kept his eye on it, and he's there. And this is Pele! Pass is just off target. And he cuts out the supply. And this is Pele! He shifted it to the flank. Hazard. Oh, he's played it, and the shot! He's got a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. How very smart. He just got it right.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
So that's two now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Ferdinand. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Hazard in acres of space out wide. Oh, well played. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And the keeper couldn't hold it. Yes! And they're at it again in double quick time. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Conte! Van der Vaart. It's Pele! And it's in! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. They force... And the referee brings the first half to a close. And it's only half-time. Astonishing.
Se acabó el primer tiempo. Hemos empezado mal, pero no nos rendimos. Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 3 será sustituido
And that's
por
the start of another
el dorsal
45
10.
minutes.
Messi. Cambio de
Madrid
jugadores.
come out for this second half with a different lineup. The manager has made a big call here. That has been cut short. Hernandez. That looks a decent ball.
Yeah, that's going to take some explaining. He was spoiled for choice and still chose wrongly.
Madrid do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Now it's Pele. Oh, played through for the wide man. Can he finish? He scores! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Barcelona are having a ball here. Barcelona ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Ferdinand. Mbappe gets flagged offside.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Hernandez. Madrid perhaps contemplating their next change here. Hernandez. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Serginho. And he's intervened well there. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, nicely intercepted. That's an imaginative pass. Hangs one in. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Conte. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Serginho. Adams kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Tries to pass it through. Mbappe! Serginho.
Barcelona are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way-through zone.
Played back in. Messi! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal
Both
8
sides then taking this chance
será
to
reemplazado
turn to their
por
benches.
El dorsal 15. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Beckham. Oh, good spread. That's been cut out, well played. Has a look and plays it forward. The message is clear, none shall pass. Koundé. Now Mbappe. Half an hour gone in the second half. Hernandez. Hernandez has it in a wide position. Pull it. Mbappe. That has not gone well. Can he get it through? Koundé. And it's Beckham. Looking to play him in.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Adams deals with that comfortably. Looking for a runner. Aimed beyond the defence. And the shot! It's a goal! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. That's a sharp pass. He's picked his way through. Mbappe. And that's been drilled in. Played into space. And he was quick to react. It's a searching pass. Oh, Red, nice interception. Messi puts his foot on the gas. Neuer gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Koundé.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Hernandez. Rafinha. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Now it's Mbappe. Now he's got space here. And that's that. Madrid cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply... And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. The colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it is time to let them at it.
Yeah, well, I think it's going to be a game where the two key words are pride and courage, Peter. Pride in that you have to be prepared to fight for everything, and courage to be daring, to stand up and to commit yourself.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And this is Pele. That's a little off target. Threads one in. He's had a shot! Goal! Barcelona! How very smart. He just got it right.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
In by Van der Vaart. That's Rob. Tries from a long way out. And that will sail harmlessly past.
Well, at least he's not short on confidence. Trying from that sort of distance, why not?
Conte. Hernandez. And Adams. Vieira. Conte. Yamal, he is onto this. It's Pele! Van der Vaart. Pass somewhat off target.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Pele. Hazard receives it in a good position here. And that pass just didn't quite work. And he was quick to react. Messi. Oh, this is a great position. Up he goes! Oh, the ball's run loose here. He slings a mighty effort. And it's in. Again, in a trice. And they are soaring. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So that's... Oh, shooting chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they're at it again, in double quick time! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
It's a loose ball. And it's Koundé. It has been an extraordinary start to the game. The gap already 3. Adams. Great vision. Vardiol gets over and intercepts. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And he's only too happy to take that back. Conte. Hernandez. Can he get it through? Adams gets across to intercept that. Now that's well seen too. Now it's Mbappe. And that's rather hopeful. That was quite a test for the goalkeeper.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
And we have our very first corner. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And now a sudden chance to counter. Madrid are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Koundé, now it's Pelé. Guardiola cuts out the pass. Mbappe! And that's off target.
Well, if they hope to have any chance of turning this round, they have to abandon their shoot-on-sight policy. It's just not working.
Hernandez. Conte. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Gullit considers his options. A real chance then to ease this unpleasant predicament. Oh, it's come loose. No, again, there's no way through. Looking for the run. And this is Pelé! Pelé proves just a little bit too strong. Now it's Yamal. Lofted in.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Yamal. And the shot! And somehow he kept it out.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
And the shot! No, not quite.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Alexander-Arnold. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Now it's Pelé. Upamecano kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
Pero nos queda todo el segundo para remontar. Cambio de jugadores.
And we're off again. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. Mbappe. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And once more, he proves rigid and robust. Vieira. Barcelona have got it back and they'll have another go. Adams, tidy with his distribution. Vieira, the man we've all come to watch. Takes a shot! And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this.
Corner number 2 then. Gets his head on it!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Takes aim and crosses.
That's good defensive concentration.
And that has put paid to that. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Conte. Now it's Messi. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Mbappe gets flagged offside. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled. Oh, smashing header! Arrived on cue, but fluffed his line. Hernandez.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Pelé.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
It's run loose here. Christian shapes to shoot! Oh, taken with style! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Cristiano Ronaldo really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Barcelona are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Messi. And that is expertly dealt with. Saka. And the counter is on. That has been cut short. And that's put paid to a promising move. Now it's Messi. Mbappe is in a really good position out wide. And he's being shifted off it. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Nice sequence of passes, this. Brilliantly cut out. Mbappe. Saka. Koundé calmly anticipates. And this is Hullet. Vieira. And that's really well manoeuvred. Adams wins the duel this time. Not the most accurate pass. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Looking to play him in. Big chance! It's anyone's ball now. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Great defending, strong and determined.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Vieira demonstrating his defensive quality there. And he is going into that little black book.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
El dorsal 5, el dorsal 25, Van der Vaart.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Looking for options for movement. It's a throw-in. Foot in. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And pull it! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. In by Messi. Hernandez with the clearance.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Pelé. He's through here. Mbappe! Mbappe! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And he steered it beyond the post. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Knocks it into space. Mbappe finds himself offside. And time is up. Madrid suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. It was a poor show all round. Well, how will we look back on that?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And we all hope that this second meeting between these sides this season will turn out to be a good one. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
And the shot! And he's done it! Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
So smooth, a signature finish.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Terrific header! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Anthony. Passing is crisp and sharp, bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Knocks it into space. And he's being shifted off it. That's a lovely, neat pass. Pull it. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. It's a good-looking delivery. And he's taking no chances there. Pablo Fornals. Amrabat. It's a good ball out wide. Upamecano. Ambitious ball here. Tries to pass it through. Hector Bellerin calmly anticipates. Amrabat. And Nathan. Ricardo Rodriguez. Bartra. To Anthony. Great vision. Anthony in acres of space out wide. And it's Amrabat. Mbappe, who does have an assist to his name, out to the right. And no, that was never going to make it.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Tries to play it through. Shot, surely! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Vardiol. Played into space. Hector Bellerin. Amrabat. Anthony. Gets a good foot in there. Knocks it out wide. Hector Bellerin. Pablo Fornals. Out to the left it goes. Amrabat.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And he's managed to get free. Pablo Fornals! Azar has a look and plays it forward. Oh, he's onto this. He has found the way. Chance for a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
Madrid with the corner, they're first. goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. It's gone out for a throw-in.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Hector Bellerin. Now it's Lo Celso. He's under a lot of pressure there. Can he get on the end of this? Lo Celso receives it in a wide position. And that is out of play. He's in space and looking for options. Hector Bellerin, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. It's a promising position. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. In with the challenge.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, and that is really good tenacity. This possibly the last play of the half. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Oh, shooting chance! And that's caused a worry. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. How would you review the first half?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that, and still very much in this game.
Madrid are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. If you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
He's found a way through. Drill. Can he finish? Well, now it's a race for the ball. Upamecano. And this is Ronaldo. And this is Messi. No, not quite on the same wavelength. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Threads one in. Lo Celso. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Pablo Fornals. Now it's Lo Celso. And he's had a hit! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, nicely intercepted. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Mbappe is being harried and hassled.
Well, he has to become a target. They've been too slow to recognise his influence.
Upamecano looking to play him in. And there's green grass ahead of him. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Team still separated by the game's only goal. Pablo Fornals. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Gets into some space. He's shifting through the gears here. Looking for the run. Caught offside that time. Not the most convincing of passes. Lo Celso. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. He's in a great position here. He's picked his way through. Pablo Fornals! And that is wildly off target. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here.
Lo Celso. Hector Bellerin. Over to the left. Now it's Riquelme. Out for a throw.
Amrabat. Looking for options for movement. He's in plenty of space here.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
He's had it taken off him.
Ricardo Rodriguez.
And it's Riquelme. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Now he's off and running. He is through here! Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Great chance! Should have equalised.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong.
And he's intervened well there.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
He's having a shot! And it's in! Do not write them off! Back they come! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Cambio de jugadores. Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 24.
Madrid have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
El dorsal 4. Van der Vaart. El dorsal 27. El dorsal 2. El dorsal 8.
Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Bartra. And here's Lo Celso. Foot in.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And he's picked it up out wide. Van der Vaart does well to get it back.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Now that's well seen too. Amrabat.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Stood up well to him there. And that's it. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. Pullet voted man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you sum up what we've witnessed? So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Just listen to that noise, this place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Oh, that's well spotted. That pass has been well intercepted. Longevity, loyalty, leadership, just a few of the words that spring to mind when you're watching the eternal Francesco Totti.
Yeah, he is truly unique, Peter. Easily one of Italy's greatest players, and some consider him to be the greatest of the lot.
And what sets him apart?
Consistency, and the way he has no real weaknesses in his game. Such great all-round ability. He really does excel all-round.
Van der Vaart chasing after it. And he was quick to react. Nicely weighted ball. Haaland! And he cuts out the supply. Could move up a gear here. Van Nistelrooy. And the finish! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And it's Beckham. That is good alertness. Mbappe. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
That's a little off target. Messi. Madrid, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. He's in space and looking for options. Big chance! They've scored! Swift, incisive, deadly, all done in a matter of seconds.
Well, this is a well-rehearsed drill. As soon as possession is regained, the commitment to attack is lethal.
Madrid have fired themselves in front.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
He's tried one! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Serginho really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Well, that has not gone well. Totti! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Van Nistelrooy! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Threads one in. Neatly clipped into space. Oh, well played, well played. There's the shot! Oh, a very decent attempt. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Well, that pass isn't the best. Nicely shaped ball.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Oh, that's a key interception. Palmer. Van der Vaart. Gabriel gets over and intercepts. Rodri. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Palmer, who does have an assist to his name. Rodri kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Hernandez stood up well to him there. Mbappe, and it's Hernandez, and they're quick to press. Messi, and he plays one through, and he's had a hit, and he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Madrid are looking to go forward now. Now it's Totti. He's going to be disappointed with that. Aims beyond the defence. And the shot! They've done it! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Madrid are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Van Nistelrooy.
That was lovely, that.
He is through here. Van Nistelrooy. Can he finish? Oh, the ball's come loose here. Palmer. Van Nistelrooy! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Van Nistelrooy actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
It's Hernandez. Might be danger here. Van Nistelrooy! He's gone direct here. Well timed, excellent interception. And we hit half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Se acaban los primeros 45 minutos con los nuestros por delante. Esperemos que siga así en el segundo tiempo. Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with
Shoots! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
A case now of complete control. Can he get it through?
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which...
Can he finish? They've scored! Result no longer in doubt. That was easy, almost too easy.
Van Nistelrooy really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room.
And the shot! Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Madrid have themselves a chance from the spot. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Dealing with the pressure. Wonderful save by Vitor Bayer. Oh, he's missed it.
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
Van der Vaart standing over it. He gets big, and yes, it's there! A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
They're still trying to make a game of this. Now it's Totti. Levin, chance! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Oh, he has another goal! And it's in! And that was as close to certain as can be.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Madrid are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Mbappe.
Oh, really well played.
And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Now it's Mbappe. Great ball, and he's in here. Palmer. Beckham.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
It's Lewandowski! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Van Nistelrooy has been caught there. It's a foul. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit. That has ended up in no man's land. Messi. Hernandez. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe. Cafu. He's a sharp little ball here. Lewandowski! Van der Vaart. It's a pretty loose pass. Pass somewhat off target. It's a really well-measured ball. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Oh, what has happened here? Not the most accurate pass. Gullit takes a shot! Beckham. Van Nistelrooy. That pass isn't the best. That's a cute ball. Adams promptly onto that, and that is that. Rodri. Palmer. Beckham. Adams cuts it out. Ambitious ball here. No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Mbappe. Rodri. Mbappe has alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruit. And a chance! It's a goal! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 5.
Madrid are making a change now.
El dorsal 18.
It's become a case of men against boys.
7. Totti.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
El dorsal 13. Schneider. El dorsal 11. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Back into the middle. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
That has not gone well. And this is Ronaldo. Oh, it's just a little long. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now it's Lewandowski.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Van der Vaart. He's in a great position here. It's a pretty loose pass. And there's the shot! Well, it was a chance, but meat and drink for the keeper. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Looking for options for movement. He's found a way through. That's the keeper's ball. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Upamecano spots it and intercepts. Tries to pass it through. And this is Ronaldo. Madrid can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And no, that was never going to make it. And this is Ronaldo. And smartly reclaimed. Looking for the run. Cristiano Ronaldo. Van der Vaart. That has ended up in no man's land. Guardiola kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now, can they get him away? Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And that will be the final act. Madrid suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come.